Chapter 6. Praying is a Science. An architect does his job by rummaging through his experience or creativity and tempering his ideas with a series of known processes and techniques, as well as a familiar set of design procedures. Each new project, whether it is designing a building, home, or any other structure, requires him to learn first the processes, techniques, and design procedures before committing anything to his blueprints. No human is born with such knowledge. Such knowledge would have to be acquired through learning first, before they can be applied to anything practical. By the same token, there is actually a proven and recognized set of procedures and techniques for setting and dictating the path of a fulfilling life. This knowledge should be accessed by everyone, to say the least. Before designing and constructing a new building, an architect first needs to gain a vast repository of architectural information, as well as data on the property itself, such as the density and stability of the surrounding and underlying soil. Engineers then come into play in order to test the ground to provide the architect the aforementioned data. Architects need to work side by side with engineers, who are adept at constructing buildings, before a feasible design blueprint can be made and agreed upon. From there, the construction of the building itself cannot commence until the administrative work is complete and all the contractors are engaged in their tasks. So, what does this have to do with prayers? The thing is, prayers work the same way as making blueprints for a building. It is less of an art and more of a science. If you are unaware of the proper procedures and techniques, your prayers will be nothing but stabs in the dark. This chapter will cover all the praying techniques available to you, which can be used to access and develop your subconscious for a better life. Prayers should not be for naught, and should instead be focused on attaining our lifetime goals and desires. On the topic of prayer, we will concentrate on prayers to oneself or personal prayers that can be included into our daily lives to eliminate any weaknesses and sicknesses, as well as to strengthen and improve ourselves as individuals. Proper prayer is composed of generating and concentrating on a concept born out of a desired outcome or particular goal that we want the most. In essence, prayers are the result of our innermost wishes or desires. Subconscious mind infiltration system. There is no need for any complex or difficult techniques when it comes to prayer. In fact, it can be done correctly in nearly 10 minutes. By now, you should be aware that the main reason for prayer is to simply give our subconscious mind, and its limitless potential, a target for it to work its amazing abilities on. It is a method of programming our subconscious mind toward attaining what we want most in life, or even what we deem a necessity at the present moment. With that said, the bypassing method is the easiest method available to program your subconscious to do what you want it to accomplish, and the most helpful when you are in a low-level state of consciousness. It works like so. Focus on your goal and be fully confident with your subconscious's limitless talents and capabilities as your conscious thoughts penetrate through it. Visualize your objectives or goals. Let them take form and see them realized mentally. Remember the example of the young man who had diarrhea and how he used and repeated the mantra, "My diarrhea is going away now," as his affirmation. Let your prayers serve as your "there is no spoon" epiphany, such that reality is limited to what you can perceive, and you can alter it by altering your perception. Wealth and happiness actually has a blueprint. Just as a building has a blueprint, so does a wealthy, happy, and fulfilling life. Envision that you have bought a new house and home for your loving family, and you have even acquired a world-renowned interior designer to help spruce the place up, so to speak. You love what your interior designer has come up with, and decide to follow his instructions exactly as outlined by his blueprints. You oversee the entire renovation procedure, up to the point that you check each and every material that's bought to ensure that they are top-notch through and through, so that your renovated home will last you a long, long time. With that said and done, isn't it only reasonable or commonsensical to pay the same level of meticulousness to your thought generation and prayers, following your life's blueprint to the letter to make sure you will live wealthy and happy for the rest of your life? Your subconscious records every experience as a memory of sorts, so your past experiences tend to serve as your mental framework or the foundation of who you are and what type of mindset you have. If your mindset is filled with trauma, poverty, anxiety, troubles, and fears, or you yourself are a pessimistic individual, you will quickly discover that you are building a mental framework that is destined for either failure or mediocrity, because your past worries and stress remain as blockades that limit your potential as a human being. This is especially true if you have restrictive beliefs and negatively reinforced convictions. What you slip into your subconscious mind through your conscious thoughts determines how many positive outcomes and maximum payoffs you will get in your life. In fact, that is the most straightforward and easy way to have a happier life. An optimist is a person who realizes his full potential as a human being by providing his subconscious with his never give up attitude and a motivated mind that's always searching for opportunities for improvement instead of resigning itself to a limited and constrained reality. Your conscious thoughts are not audible or visible, but these are the blueprints your subconscious mind follows, regardless of how constructive or detrimental they are to your person. Luckily, the activation and reprogramming of your subconscious mind happens all the time. In fact, your conscious mind determines your mindset and mental framework, thanks to what is contained inside it. Every minute of every day is an opportunity for you to add positive thoughts and motivating concepts to your head, so that it could go straight to your subconscious mind, which will then help you make your aspirations become a reality. Revise your blueprint by changing your perspective and mindset if things are not going your way. In order to bring success back in your life, you should have the proper mindset for it. Do not underestimate the power of positive thinking, because every action or dream starts from a mere thought or concept, and having negative thoughts merely destroys your motivation to improve your lot in life. What you see is what you get. Just as the old adage goes, ask and you will receive, so too is it true, what you see is what you get. Keep in mind those two common sayings, so that you too will know the secret behind getting what you want and knowing what you want. The connection between your subconscious and conscious mind does exist. The pathway that you need to follow will appear before you, and if you were to ask for bread, you will not be given rocks. Faith goes a long way in achieving what you most desire, and believing and getting what you want to achieve will pave the way to achieving it, one way or another. Unless you believe in the power of your subconscious mind, all the thoughts that your conscious mind generates will have little or no effect in your life. Belief in your subconscious is the key to realizing its potential, and your conscious mind is but a key to unlock and grant access to your body's most powerful asset. This belief should be the starting point from which your subconscious moves towards fulfilling whatever desires, wishes, or goals you wish to realize. The moving pictures method. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, so a moving picture should be worth more than that, perhaps even 1,000,000 words. Action speaks louder than words is also somewhat an applicable saying in this instance. Suggestions, affirmations, thoughts, and prayers are okay, but in order to truly burn into your subconscious the image of your achievements, successes, and happiness, you must also find a way to visualize your mental images into imaginary movies or self-constructed memories to be. That is the key term here though, visualization. Besides which, a moving picture visualization has a greater impact than a picture, because it is much closer to reality and what we observe every day. In order for your subconscious to lay out the foundations of your happiness, it needs a video of what you need, not just text and images. Your subconscious mind, like your conscious mind, is a lot more receptive to moving pictures and a clear visualization of what will happen once you get what your heart most desires. What you see is what you get, even if that vision is found within your mind. By envisioning what you want, you will get it as well, especially when you have the power of your subconscious backing you up. You can even fake it till you make it to solve some of your problems. For example, if you're having trouble talking to strangers, you can envision yourself as a person who can talk to strangers. Then, as time passes by, you will eventually become what you have envisioned yourself to be. As long as you can envision your goals, they are always within your reach, because you have a better idea of how to achieve them, what you will gain once you achieve them, and whatever other details need to be resolved, your subconscious will take care of anyway. The automatic recurring method. As for the automatic recurring method, it takes advantage of the fact that the subconscious mind does not sleep and keeps on working all day and all night. It can work while you slumber and assist you with whatever tasks or goals you have to accomplish. Therefore, you can use the automatic recurring method to send it instructions just before we hit the sack. Aside from concentrating on our dreams real hard during the daytime, we can set our subconscious on autopilot and let it fix tasks ahead during the night as well, setting it in motion to achieve our goals. The automatic recurring method is effective because sleep stops the conscious mind from hampering and intervening with the subconscious mind's capabilities. Without the conscious mind serving as a blockage, the subconscious can do its job in a greatly improved manner. Counterproductive ideas and negative thoughts are less likely to occur without the conscious mind's interference to boot. Or at least they will be a lot more subdued. Let your positive thoughts permeate to your brain as you start to disengage your consciousness and let your drowsiness take over your awareness for the night. Slip these constructive notions and let your subconscious sort out the details. The reasoning technique. Reasoning can also allow you to harness the unlimited potential of the subconscious mind. By giving your subconscious valid and worthy reasons, logical ones that make sense, that justify and prove the worth of your goals and desired outcomes, the more likely your subconscious mind will accomplish them. Just as we regularly seek justification for our conscious actions and carefully plan schemes, so too does our subconscious. If you want to be healthy, justify to your subconscious that healthiness will ensure greater financial success and a solid work schedule with no absences. An action or objective should be justifiable, or else our gut feeling, which many attribute to the subconscious mind as well, will make us feel guilty or wrong for undertaking it. What's more, our goals should be consistent with our mindset, beliefs, and morals. At the very least, the reasoning technique is a good way to lay all your cards on the table for your subconscious to see the pros and cons of what you want to acquire. Just be honest with yourself, apply the techniques listed here, and let nature take its course, so that the maximum amount of growth within the shortest period of time can be achieved. Try this. When vexed with a problem, always keep in mind that prayer is the answer to any problem. When praying, you must be at peace with everyone and everything before your prayers can come to fruition. The power of faith empowers every prayer, so be sure to cultivate habits that will strengthen your belief and faith, such as giving thanks for everything you receive or trusting implicitly in the infinite wisdom that exists in your subconscious. Remember that prayer is a science, and there is a specific technique to ensure maximum effectiveness of any prayer that you put forth into the world. The following will teach you how to reap the best benefits of prayer. The first step is to have complete faith in the divine. Surrender yourself to God and the infinite wisdom that exists within you, and realize that, in doing so, you empower the spark of the divine within you to bring into reality all that you desire from the prayer. Secondly, turn your thoughts away from everything but God. Do not give power to anything that will not help in realizing your desires. Know that only God has the power to bring all that you desire into reality. Thirdly, affirm that God has granted you the infinite wisdom that will give you the means to find the answers that you seek, and that His healing presence is flowing through you, energizing you in your quest for answers or whatever favorable outcomes you desire. Lastly, give thanks when you come upon the desired answer. Thank God for having provided the answer and for granting you the ability to get in touch with the infinite wisdom of your subconscious. Remember that prayer is not about beseeching God for a desired outcome. To do so only affirms that you lack that which you seek for. To do so only affirms that you lack that which you ask for. Know that what you ask for is already in your destiny, and you merely need to ask the infinite wisdom of your subconscious, the divine knowledge that God has granted you, to reveal it to you.